President Bongbong Marcos used his veto power for the first time to reject the bill for an eco zone in Bulacan. Now, after back-to-back price hikes, motorists can expect a decrease in the prices of petroleum products next week. And the tropical storm Doming has left the Philippine area of responsibility but may still enhance habagat. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin the newscast with newly minted Chief Executive Bongbong Marcos signing the veto on the bill seeking to create a special economic zone and free port in Bulacan Airport City. In a letter addressed to the Senate, Marcos said the proposed measure includes provisions that pose fiscal risks to the country. He explained that it would significantly narrow the tax base with its mandated incentives applicable to registered enterprises. He added that House Bill 7575 lacks coherence with existing laws, rules, and regulations, and noted that it has no provisions for audit by COA. Now, during the Duterte administration, San Miguel Corporation's Bulacan Airport City was granted a 50-year franchise to build and operate the facility under a revenue-sharing scheme. As President Bongbong Marcos begins his duty, supporters are appealing to critics to give him a chance, as his father's dictatorial rule continues to cloud over his presidency. JC Cosico has the report.
82-year-old Mildred Durano has been living at the Malacanang complex for over 50 years, witnessing the terms of several past presidents. And with President Bongbong Marcos now in the top seat, she remains hopeful on his presidency, citing the projects of his father, late dictator Ferdinand Marcos Sr.
Maraming natulong naman yun eh. Kagaya ng San Juanico Bridge, mga LRT, marami siya nagawa.
She also addressed the president's critics, saying they must give him a chance.
Huwag nila husgahan.
Okay.
Wala pa naman din.
Okay.
Diba, kakaupo lang. Kasi marami nang sabi, nasaan daw pa nga ako? Ay sabi ko wala pa. Pagdating ng 3 taon at wala pa, doon nila manghusga.
The same goes for PBBM supporter Raquel Olaguera.
Sana suportahan na lang. Bigyan ng pagkakataon na wag nang idawit kung ano man ang gawa ng tatay niya noon kasi iba naman talaga si Marcos ngayon.
Meanwhile, 60-year-old Remy Estrada, who is also from Ilocos Norte, echoed Marcos Jr.'s call for unity.
Sabi nga niya, magkaroon ng unity. Sana ganun na lang. Wala nang away-away para umunlad naman tayo.
On the other hand, life goes on for those who didn't vote for the president.
Isis ko talaga binoto ko eh. Pero kung wala naman tayo magagawa kasi siya na yung presidente, mas maraming pabor sa kanya.
Nga kami, siyempre, nataling aming tuta eh.
But still, they hope that Marcos Jr. will heed the call of service, which was entrusted to him by over 31 million Filipinos.
Sana mapabuti niya yung kinabukasan ng Pilipinas. Sana mapalago niya yung mga adhikain ng ibang Pilipino, saka yung mga matulungan niya yung mga mahihirap pa.
For News 5, JC Cosico, We Are One News.
In other news, several government officials visited the final day of wake for attorney John Albert Lailo, who was fatally shot while in a vacation in the United States. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla and Migrant Workers Chief Toots Ople were both present at the wake in Parañaque. Now, Ople said she had asked the Filipino lawyer to be part of the new agency. Former Vice President Leni Robredo also stopped by to pay her respects to Lailo, who was one of her volunteer lawyers. Attorney Giles' remains will be cremated tomorrow. An investigation, meanwhile, is underway, wherein 3 individuals have been tagged as persons of interest.
I told the family that I will write a letter to the Attorney General of the U.S., to my counterpart. We will ask the embassy to follow the case closely.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Fuel prices are expected to go down in the coming days following back-to-back increases in the past weeks. Unioil Philippines projects that diesel prices would go down by close to 3 pesos a liter, while gasoline prices could see a 10 centavo per liter rollback. The Energy Department attributed the possible rollback to lockdowns in China and interest hikes abroad, which depress fuel demand. The Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup made its long-awaited return this weekend at the Clark International Speedway, featuring 27 competing drivers for the Circuit Championship. Now, like the previous seasons, the 2022 series will see drivers divided into 3 classes: promotional class for Vios Cup newcomers, sporting class for seasoned drivers of a championship, and the super sporting class at the top tier category. But unlike the last season, Toyota has opened the event for spectators this time to come by and watch the races.
Coming from the success of last year's season, where we had a fully virtual program for our racing fans, this year we prepared for the comeback of our live audiences, because of course nothing beats the excitement, the energy of having live audience here at the Speedway.
Now, this year, the Vios Cup will also host the national finals of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup, where the country's best esports racers could get the chance to take their sim racing skills to the real world. But as the competition began this weekend, it was the celebrities and professional racers who were able to show their skills on the racetrack.
Actually, every race is different from another, right? Like, you never know what to expect. Of course, we all try to give our best in the track and to get a position in the podium, but we never know what's gonna happen.
Well, I wanted to try racing ever since I was in high school. That was a long time ago. So it's really exciting for me to be here and exciting for me to learn more about driving.
And with race 2, leg 1 of the Toyota Vios Cup already finished, officials and racers said there is still more to come in the season and that fans can expect races to get more competitive in the next legs.
Well, I've seen a lot of seasons and a lot of legs of the Vios Cup through the years, and I can say that every leg, different exciting things happen. So they can expect, of course, more racing action and more fun and excitement. But most of all, we can see the competitive spirit of our racers.
In weather, Pagasa announced that Tropical Storm Doming has already exited the Philippine area of responsibility. As of 4 in the afternoon, its center was last spotted 955 kilometers northeast of extreme northern Luzon. It has maximum sustained winds of 85 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 105 kilometers per hour. The Weather Bureau noted, though, that some areas in Luzon, including Metro Manila, may still experience rain showers. That is due to the southwest monsoon or habagat and localized thunderstorms. For some light news, Singapore is taking sustainability to a whole new level, coming up with a beer made from recycled sewage water and urine. Let's watch this.
This is not your average can of beer. It's called New Brew and it's made of water recycled from sewage and urine.
Despite how it sounds, Singapore's water agency says the water is clean enough to drink. They also want to take this chance to educate the public about water sustainability.
Here's how the process works.
Step 1. The water goes through microfiltration that removes small particles and bacteria. Step 2. Reverse osmosis ensures that bigger particles such as viruses are filtered out. Finally, the water goes through ultraviolet disinfection to make sure it's safe and clean enough for human consumption.
New Brew was crafted by a local brewery in Singapore called Brewworks and first made its appearance in 2018. Now, it can be found in supermarket chains, online platforms, Brewworks restaurants and e-store. New Brew could be one of Singapore's greenest beers, but the idea might not sit well with everyone. So we decided to put it to a taste test.
Fizzy.
I like it.
It's very light and refreshing. It's a bit watery. I wouldn't have it knowing what is inside.
I don't think that I would think that it's anything other than beer.
Brewing beer from recycled water may be better for the planet, but would you try it?
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.